Welcome to the 100% restoration and remodel of the 17-acre, 15-room mansion that my great-great-grandfather bought almost 100 years ago for $7,000. Up to this point, we have completely demolished and removed almost 50,000 pounds of lath, plaster, brick, insulation, and old flooring from every single room and every single floor in the entire house. With the house completely demoed, we closed-cell spray foam insulated the entire thing, then got started on construction. We rebuilt the entire flooring system in the main floor and then completely framed the kitchen, the pantry, the dining room, and the living room. We then discovered some issues in the basement, so we had to remove and completely rebuild the center support wall of the house. With the basement and main floor framing completed, we ventured up into the second floor and tore up and replaced half of the squeaky, warped old subfloor and removed a couple walls. So this brings us to today. We currently have half of the floor upstairs completely rebuilt. So our goal for today is to completely rebuild the other half. After today, we will have a brand new floor in the upstairs of the house. Then we can start building new walls, and then we can finish our upstairs framing. But before we can do that, we need to get this floor done. Now that we got this area tore up and got the new subfloor put on, we were able to move the wall that was over here over to here, and then now we are going to continue tearing off the subfloor on this half of the house, and we're gonna have a little bit of difficulty over here because we have to move a couple walls. When I talk about us having to work with these walls a little bit, this is what I mean. We need to tear out this wall, or we need to lift it up so that way we can get the subfloor out from underneath of it, put the new stuff in, and then this wall is going to be disappearing in the long run, but I'm not sure what we're gonna do today. That's more of a Justin and Roman question, but I do know we're gonna have to get it up. We did have a wall right here. We already got this one removed, so this one's not going to be a problem, but the wall behind me, we're gonna have to do the same thing with. We need to lift it up, get the old subfloor out, put the new subfloor underneath. This wall is also going to be removed in the long run as well, and holy cow, I just saw my life flash before my eyes because this is cut and loose, and that would have been bad. But then we have another wall over here that we also need to do the same thing on. So we have 3 walls we're going to be working with today, and it's going to be a lot of jacking, tearing up, putting new in, and it's going to be fun. And then the last thing we could run into, we don't know if we will for sure or not, but we have the potential. This house is over 100 years old, so when we get things pulled apart, we could find something new that we didn't know was a problem, and if we find that, then we'll just have to address it as we discover it. But hopefully we don't find anything like that. Then this job will go a lot smoother. A comer! Tengo sandwiches! Way down yonder way to bad noon.
objective is to finish our entire second floor subflooring all the way from here down that way, basically entire floor. But everything has to be accounted for. Such things as what are we gonna do with our HVAC system, the heating, ventilation, air conditioning. What's gonna happen if we put the ducting up above, where we're gonna hide it, how our second flooring system is gonna take. That's why it took us about 2 hours to figure it out. So that's why we need to sister these floor joists here so they're stronger and we can put our support wall on them and we don't take chances of them sagging throughout the time. So now we need to carry some boards. They were delivered this morning. They're a little bit wet because it's raining, but it's okay, it's gonna dry out. Installing our subflooring, finally.
Say hello to my little friend. Roman, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have a board of complaints so HR can see it every single day.
Well, what'd you get such a big board for?
I was afraid it's gonna be too small. A minute ago, Justin was complaining, well, he was complaining, now I'm complaining at him complaining that I was trying to be efficient and that he said I took 2 hours to put the tool together.
You know what you should do? Is hang up a whiteboard so we can write our complaints on the board.
That's a great idea. Do I have a whiteboard?
I can get on Amazon and find one. Hold on a minute. Let me get my phone out.
When it's gonna be delivered? I need it now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first time seeing Justin naked. He actually has hair. I'm surprised. I've never seen him without a hat. I have hair.
Made fun of Justin's hair.
Made fun of Roman. Having this already makes me feel much better.
After doing a little bit of floor rebuilding and getting a couple more sheets laid down, we can lay one more down right here, but then we are going to be at a little bit of a standstill because we have some surgery we need to do to the house. Right here, we have Roman's laser, and underneath of it is sitting a beam. That beam is the height that we need this entire floor to be planed upon, and when we get behind me, over by these windows, these back 3 boards, they're about 1/2 inch higher than the rest of the floor. And then if we walk the tightrope over to where Justin is working, the boards that are in front of us, that butt up against this wall, they also sit about 1/2 inch high. So Justin's gonna be doing a little bit of scraping around with this closed cell spray foam insulation. We need to get rid of it around those floor joists. And then we're gonna go in, cut things down, lower it 1/2 inch. And then this side will be at the same height as that beam. Then we'll be able to finish sheeting everything.
like now we can start tearing all this out. It's all nailed to the exterior wall. So I think the best bet would be just cutting it out, cutting the nails out. That way we can just free out the boards and move them. All of the rim boards are removed. I didn't anticipate that they'll pull this easy. So thankfully they just pulled out. I can now trim them to the height that I need because they're too high. Pull the nails out. I don't think there is a need to use a new lumber because these are pretty good condition. So the next step would be just trimming them down a little bit and we'll put them back into place.
Leaves early.
Come give me a
Our goal for today is to install the subflooring for the rest of the second floor here. We have 3 obstacles. This wall, and that further wall. They're not in terrible spots. We'll have to do a little bit finagling with it, if that's the word, I don't even know. But it shouldn't take too long, and that's why I'm pretty positive that we can do it today. I guess to get started we need to create temporary support for our ceiling. That way we can get rid of this wall and demolish the old subflooring so we can put a new one in. The beam is installed up tight. Now we can slice the bottom of our studs to get rid of this wall. And we are going to be that much closer to do the next wall, demo the old subflooring, install the new one. To support this structure is going to be easy. All we have to do is just put a little stud here. That's because the way our system is already
We
set
just
up
gotta
here.
put a little stud right here, and then we gotta put a little stud over there, and then we gotta build a wall up there, and then we gotta jump down below and get jacks and probably a crane, and easy peasy.
Otherwise, it's done. We can remove the wall now. Okay, and you guessed the same process. Cut the bottom of the studs out, pull them out, we're done.
We need to be very careful when we step right here. Who put that board like that?
Justin?
If you look real close, that board is barely missing that floor joist, so if you step right here, it could flip up and You could fall. Rookie move, Justin, rookie move. Per usual with the task that's at hand of how today is going, we discovered another little issue. This big beam that Roman's tape measure is sitting on top of, it's about that much higher than the floor joist behind it. So now we have to shim every single one of these floor joists from me all the way back up about that far to get everything on the same level.
I can cut it, Roman.
Then I think that's the last thing we need to get done in order to have the whole floor on the same level. But we're not gonna speak too soon.
We got done with that part. What else? What's next?
We gotta fix these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We gotta raise them up.
Good morning. Cole? Justin? I felt like it's something weird to work on Saturday, to come here and work on Saturday. But I didn't think they'll do this to me. I guess I'm here, might as well get it done. If I remember right, we still need to adjust these boards here. So that's what I'm gonna do before I can finally start laying the sheeting on the rest of the subflooring, or on the rest of the floor joists that are missing subflooring. The only not so good part about this being by myself, that I'll have to do it by myself, and hopefully I can fit them through the staircase. Got done with this row, which went all the way to exterior wall, and now we're starting over again. And there was a little bit of an issue here. This board here, which is almost impossible to get into, or it would take several hours to fix it, is a little bit higher. It's like 1/4 inch higher, and our OSB sheeting is gonna start right here on this edge. So my solution to this would be just simply shave out these 1/4 inch on this side, so it would just sit flush and not raise up the OSB sheeting there. Takes a little bit of time, but definitely a lot less than would have been fixing, lowering that board down. Here's what we have as a result. Notched out lip that's gonna slide over this board that's slightly higher. The hope is that it's gonna work. So the little problem that we have here is that the OSB sheet is gonna stop right here, and there is nothing that's gonna hold the end of it. So we need to run a rim board that will cap basically the end of these floor joists here, and gonna catch that end so it's not just hanging in the air, because if we're putting railing here and whatever else, it's gonna be also a support, a nailer board for it, so we have a point to attach. So a lot of benefits to have that, not the end of the world if we don't, but might as well do everything right and as best as we can. actually the only one working on Saturday. I'm gonna report Cole and Justin to HR. Here we are down to nitty-gritty stuff, and that would be adjusting this little section in the corner, because these short boards are off of our plane. They're too high and we need to trim them, maybe replace them, because there is one that I was trying to pop and it just cracked, so that's gonna get replaced. So who knows how long it's gonna take me, but hopefully not too long. You left me stranded by myself, left me all these obstacles.
And you got by, right?
Did you doubt me?
I did not doubt you.
Did I pass the test?
Passed the test. So, next step is some sheeting over there and then tear this up, huh?
Yep. And go home. Okay, we are done with that section finally. Now we are ready to cover this up, tear this up, and cover it as well. And Justin can go for his dentist appointment.
Then I have to go get my teeth checked. We need
Here,
some more
let me
sheet.
see. Good, it looks good.
Yeah.
Mine will be leaves work to go to dentist.
Hey, it's got to be done.
Or leaves work to go to work.
Yeah, leaves work to go to work. Yep.
Well, you witnessed it everything with your own eyes. Justin just left and left me once again with all this that I have to finish. I guess I'm the only responsible one here. But that's okay, we're gonna measure it out and cut it and install it. Took a little longer to get it done, but who cares? We get paid by the hour and this is done. Now we can move on to the next project, which would be setting up support walls and dealing with the ceiling now, with the third floor. Thank you for sticking with us. We love to have you. Please stay for more.